Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Are you ready to cry? That's exactly what I meant to say. Did you bring your napkins with you? Okay, are we ready? Should we continue? We will do it in 2 parts today. Okay, so first I will finish my presentation, the story. I will finish the story. And then at the second part, if you wish, we can do some questions and answers. Because then you can express whatever you want to express and ask and discuss and some situations and whatever. This is very interesting because this is new situation. We just need to face it. It's a new situation and we need to understand it. Okay, so are you ready? Yes. What was yesterday we stopped at? It was, we said that you're gonna cry, right? And you didn't. And this is not good. So now you're gonna cry. So I'm going to tell you, I will give you just, an example of how things work. Okay? I'm taking a supervisor now in front of your eyes and creating brand new active volume organization within standard period of time, standard way of doing things. Okay? Are you ready to go through the process? Okay, let's do it. So now it was an example. Can we show computer again? Thank you. You remember this one? You remember what happened? What happened? Here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Within personal volume, we've created, look at this, we've created customers. You remember? We've created customers, and some of them moved from my personal volume to organizational volume. This is how I'm turning my personal volume into organizational. This is right personal volume, which brings royalties later on. Was it clear, this conclusion? Not just personal volume, but a certain type of personal, structure of personal volume. This is what we discussed yesterday. So 52 customers turn, okay, we discussed it. So we did it. And now I want to give you an example. So I'm working with different supervisors, as anybody of you do. And I ask everybody to draw. You need to be drawing all the time your personal volume. Otherwise, you don't understand what you do. You think you have customers and distributors, but you don't see the structure. Sometimes you can say, yes, but we can go to the BizWorks, open organizational tree, right? And see everything. Not exactly. We don't see anything. We see distributors, but we don't know who these distributors are, what they do, how many customers they have, right? We don't see anything. So that's why we ask everybody actually to draw their personal volume structure. And then I say, and now we can discuss it. Now I can understand whether it's right personal volume or wrong personal volume, regardless the size of the volume. You understand what I'm saying? So here's the lady who came and said, listen, 10 years didn't work for me. Let's do something. I said, okay, start drawing it. I want you to put all your customers and distributors in a very simple format of PowerPoint presentation. And show me what you have in your personal volume. And all she had was first-line customers and first-line distributors. I showed you the example, right? Yes. And it was not a miracle why things didn't work, why organization was not established. So I said, listen, I'm going to work with you on a weekly basis. She's not in my country. She's in a different country. And her name is whatever name is. I put Maria, as her name, because she asked me not to publish it, her name, because she was a bit embarrassed. But I need to give you to give you an example. And I can't give you an example without giving an example, because what we do in Herbalife is we tell stories, how things work and how things went through and what happened. So this is about stories. And now I'm going to tell you the process of building organization. It's another story. It's just a story. If I don't tell you the story, everything will be theoretical. You will not like it. Do this, do that. It's boring. By the way, all this is boring before I start talking about it. It's too technical, the whole story. So if I don't tell you the real story now, you would not, instead of crying, you would be sleeping here. You understand? But I want you to cry, not to sleep. That's why today we're going to tell the stories. So I take Maria, and Maria is not in my country, so I'm talking over the phone on a weekly basis. She's a supervisor, wants to grow, and I say, okay, now we need to establish weekly phone call, which is Skype phone, whatever, Skype call, okay? So I spend approximately 1 hour with her a week. We discuss what happened during the week, and we plan next week. That's it, very simple. This is what we do. By the way, with people who are around me, we do the same. We discuss. I'm not talking about brand new distributors who you need to spend on a daily basis, as we mentioned yesterday, right? But I'm talking about supervisors. Once a week, we need to analyze what happened, plan next week, and make sure that we both understand same way the task for the next week, right? My job is very simple. We need to plan together, analyze together, recognize her together. And I want to tell her how great she is. That's it, nothing else. And say, next week you do this. And then she did part of it, everything, whatever. I say, great, 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 great. That's it, nothing else. Just great. And when you work with new distributor and you're in touch every day with new distributor, every day you say, great, great. Whatever they do, it's not important. All you need, the only reason for you to communicate, not the only reason, of course you teach, you train, you promote, but the biggest thing for the new distributor is just to say great. You did wonderful, or you didn't. It's wonderful anyway. Did you take your shake? Wonderful. That's it, nothing else. You understand? You need a reason to tell the person how great the person is. That's it, nothing else. Trust me. This is the way you keep people around. They want to hear that things are good. That's it. You never criticize new guy or old guy. We want to criticize people badly because they are not like us, you know. They are lazy. You remember? So, Maria, this is what happened to her personal volume. This is last 22 months of her personal volume. This is actually, it's October story, it's not new. Anyway, so this was her personal volume for 10 years. Approximately 1,000 volume points at maximum. And now when we introduced new plan, this is what happened. She came to me approximately in the beginning of last year. We started to talk. Then it took 3, 4, 5 months to explain to her what I mean by saying, now you go to build deep. Remember? You are get team members, millionaire team and president's team. When I say go and build deep, we understand more or less the same, right? But when I say to supervisor who never did it, I say go and build deep, she has no idea what I mean. And I think that deep is just a word, and you need to understand that deep means next generations, deeper, deep, and she didn't get it. And once she got it, she didn't know how to do it. So it takes time. It takes several months to establish new pattern. And this is what we need to understand. If you want to go and do this kind of thing from tomorrow on, you will find yourself learning first how to do it. You need to take your 3 months, 5 months to go and establish certain type of personal volume yourselves. And only then you will be able to teach the next generation of people how to create personal volume. So this is what we did. This is where we started. It took us good 6 months to try. And once she understood completely how things work, her personal volume started to grow dramatically. And this is what happened. First of all, after a couple of months, she qualified several supervisors qualified. But now you can see everything is in lines. Everything has depth. You see? I said, listen, I don't want to see any first line without second and third and fourth and fifth line. You know when I can accept it? When it's brand new. I can, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. But if you show me first line after 2 or 3 months without customers and distributors, it means you didn't develop this line. So you try to develop immediately all lines possible. Some of them are coming as distributors, some of them are coming as customers, but we want to go deeper. This is how she was drawing it, okay? So this is what happened from May. She was alone. She was only herself and one supervisor under her. This is it. These two ladies didn't have any volume almost. And this is what happened from May to September. Organization started to grow. And this is just actually distributors, no customers. You don't see customers here. So I said, listen, you need to show me customers. It's not interesting to me, distributors. I want to see how these distributors are making money and how they build deeper lines. So her organizational volume is also started to grow and showed similar picture, similar to personal volume, you see? So her people started to do the same. This was her organizational volume, which in most cases she didn't get royalties even. It was very small, but she didn't get royalties because she didn't have volume. Her personal volume was 1,000 volume points. So now she has volume, and her organizational volume started to grow because the supervisor under her started to produce, and now she got new supervisors and so on. But this is what's important. This is next month, in October, line of 3, and those new supervisors who qualified without line of 2 or line of 3, now they have some deep, they have lines, next generations of distributors. And she eventually qualified to active Vol team in October. This is new supervisors. My message to her was to slow down and trying to build as much as possible before she qualifies them, but people badly wanted to become supervisors and we couldn't stop them. You understand, we are facing the opposite problem. We can't stop people. When you build under them, you can't stop them. Our original behavior was to push people instead of building under them. But the right way to do it is to build under them and slow them down. So you would have enough time to build as much as deep as possible under them. You understand? The completely opposite idea of building organization rather than pushing qualifications. Do we get it? Yes. So it didn't work 5 years ago, this thing. Because if you produce volume, you lose it by the end of the month, so you better qualify. But new marketing plan allows you to accumulate volume and to go and do it this kind of thing. So now I want to show you how their personal volume look like. So you can see that she was busy developing lines. Not every line is developed. These are customers. In yellow, these are customers. She is drawing, it's not me. She is drawing, sending me on weekly basis. We analyze it and discuss who you are going to work with during this week and next week, this month. Who is your rising star? She said, Adam is the guy. This is number of his customers. What do? I helped him to establish his weight loss challenge group. Okay, good. So, and it's several meetings, several home parties to go and meet people. In most cases, if people are far away from the club, she has a club, but many people are around. This is big city, and people are everywhere, so they're not necessarily coming to the club. So what she is doing, she helps them to establish weight loss challenge groups everywhere. Some of them are in the club, and some of them are in certain places where they rent for 1 hour a week, or maybe in their home even. They just come, invite neighbors. Let me tell you what they do in this meeting. I don't know what you do. I'm sure you do great, but let me just tell you what they do. So most of these people are involved this way or another in weight loss challenges. Okay? Little groups, 5 people at home, 10 people at home, or maybe 20 people in the office. Okay? So, and some people go and visit clubs on a daily basis. But clubs visiting only people who live locally around the club, right? And weight loss challenges, these people are everywhere from all parts of the city. So what they do is very simple. Part of the follow-up with the customer, we tell them in the beginning, from day one. This is very important for you guys to I think, to write down as well. So we tell all our customers that our follow-up system, why we are so successful, we tell them. Why we get such a great results? Because we have 4 reasons to our great results. Reason number one is our most incredible educational system of our customers. I'm telling you, the reason why I'm telling you this is because we are building the case for the next week or next month. We need to meet their friends. And people, I told you yesterday, not necessarily want to bring their friends, right? So we need to build a case. We need to build the foundation for them to open their circle of influence. You understand what I'm saying? Russia or not Russia, this is not in Russia. This is in one of European countries, okay? People are not that open like they open in Mexico, let's say. And neighbors, you know, they have open doors and go to each other. In Europe, it's slightly different. I don't know what's going on here in States, in Latino community. Is it very open? All doors are open or not? But you will want to penetrate English-speaking community as well, right? These guys have open doors, right? No? Gringos don't have open doors? Okay, so listen. Okay, so that's why when we got new person, we explain to them, once we explain our healthy breakfast or whatever we explain, our weight loss program, so then we say, listen, we have 4 reasons for our great success with our customers. Everybody is losing weight and look great and everything. So, and there are 4 reasons. Reason number one, we have most incredible educational system. We educate our customers about healthy nutritional habits. If you join Weight Loss Challenge, it's 12 sessions of certain topics which we will deliver to you. All right, if it's Nutrition Club, then we teach you every week whatever we teach you, okay? Again, even if it's Nutrition Club, you tell them things, right? Anyway, about breakfast, about carbs, about protein, about dieting out, about shopping for food, all kinds of principles, right? Is it right? Yes. Very good. So this is educational system. This is one thing we promote. Number 2, we have products, which is the best technical solution to provide best nutrients to your body. This is number 2, not number 1. Because if it's number 1, then I'm not coach. I'm just salesperson. I want to be coach first. That's why product is coming number 2 in the list. Because I'm coach. I'm personal trainer rather than salesperson. Agree? It's much stronger position. So that's why first I'm giving you education. Second, I'm giving you technical solution in the way of best nutritional products in the world. 30 years, science, Nobel Prize, Dr. Hiber, whatever you want. So this is number 2. Number 3 is a personal coach. You will have personal weight loss and nutrition coach, which is me. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you. It's not like you buy another diet product from whatever store. And, okay, and then you have nobody to talk to. It's me, works with you constantly on daily basis, whatever basis we need for the rest of your life until you become whatever you want. Okay, so you have personal coach. This is number 3. And number 4, we go and reach you at your place where you live, and we help you to establish healthy nutritional habits at home, where actually the problem is. Problem is at home. Point number 1 was what? Education. Number 2 is product. Number 3 is me. And number 4, I'm coming to see you at home. And you don't ask for permission. You need to understand that. You don't ask for permission anybody. You just say, this is part of the program. I'm coming to help you. Write this down. I'm coming to help you to establish healthy nutritional habits at home. I'm coming with tools. One is my measurement tools, Omron, Tanita, whatever. And another one, I have certain charts to help you to analyze what kind of products do you have at home. I will show you what is high sugar and high fat products. Now, and then I will help you also, write this down, this is very important. I will also help you to plan your shopping. When you next time go to plan your shopping for food, you shop for food, you make list. I will help you to make this list based on low glycemic index products, low fat. Okay? So I will show you how to choose right food products and how to avoid wrong foods. Okay? And so I will be coming once a month approximately. I will be coming to your place. Okay? Okay, that's it. You don't develop it, but in person's mind, you're coming sometime. They know that you are coming, right? So, and now when I sell products, I say, okay, very good. First 10 days is the general, breakfast, cleansing, whatever, okay? And after 10 days, we go and we will start, this, to personalize your program, normally, we say. I don't know what you say. Do you have this product personalization? So we come in to help you to personalize program. So normally we start with breakfast, and then we come and add second shake and third shake and whatever is necessary, and some other things, so if necessary. But the most important, by the way, for the weight loss is the second shake at 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. It's a critical. If breakfast helps us to control first part of the day, 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. shake helps us to control evening time and night time when people overeat like crazy. So for those who want to lose weight, second shake, or I would say second and third shake are very important. So, and so after 10 days, I'm coming with my 2 things. I'm helping, I'm coming, I say, okay, show me your fridge, open fridge, go through thing. I say, okay, this is good, this is next time try to avoid. This is high sugar, because based on your charts, you already know what is good and what is bad, right? And also, you know how to read labels. I will help you to read labels. I will teach you how to read labels. Do you know how to read labels, product labels, nutrition information? Okay, so all this you discuss with the person. And now you open shelves and you say, okay, white bread, You say, ha, 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 I got you. You make fun. Listen, you need to make fun. You need to go and, you came here as a, spy. I'm nutritional spy. I just came here to make sure that everything, you make fun. You don't make it really you are bad. No, everything is wonderful. This is your background. Good, all right. Pizza, good. Congratulations, very good. 100% of fat and sugar. Great, wonderful. We're gonna lose weight. We're not going to lose weight. So you do whatever you do, okay? You make jokes, you make it fun, easy, light, nice, and gentle. And then you say, okay, great job, thank you very much, and you write everything down in your notes. And then you go home. And then you go home, and then you say, okay. By the way, you help to prepare the list of things, what to buy. What you can do, you can reprint for this person this the glycemic index chart. By the way, we have it, we give it every customer, just for you to know. We have this glycemic index chart, a big A3 format, laminated, very nice. They put it on the frigidaire. When we come, we give everybody, it's a must. They come and pray, you know, in front of this every day. So it's not a joke. This is a very important tool. So you always refer to this glycemic index chart. So, and you say, great job. So, and you go home. And then you say, okay, I will come after 30 days again. This is what you say. After 30 days, I'm coming again. Okay. So they know that you're coming. That's the point. And you are who you are. You remember you're a nutritional coach with education, with product results already after 30 days. So you are the one. You remember that you are the one. Now, and then you say, I'm coming again. And they know that you're coming again after 30 days. It's not, you don't ask for permission. You just say, I'm coming. That's it. Now, you talk to the person 5 days before. And you say, okay, I'm coming. You remember, after 30 days, I'm coming again. And to measure everything, to see, to look at your fridge and shelf and help you and again and see what's going on in the family. And by the way, this is the way to meet the family and convince everybody to go on products. So this is, you need to do it anyway. So, but now, and this is big thing, starts from here. 5 days approximately before this 30th day, you call and say, or you meet the person or in the club or whatever, and you say, okay, so let's schedule the next meeting. So you say, okay, so they say, Wednesday, 6. And now you say, okay, so if I'm coming anyway, I'll bring my stuff. I bring my device, and I bring my charts, and I bring my everything. So listen, who else we can help to establish good nutritional habits? Who else we can maybe, you know, introduce our educational program? Who else we can explain what we do? Do you know anybody? Your neighbors, your family, your friends? They say, yeah, I have a couple of people. Okay, so tell them, please, that your nutrition coach, nutrition and weight loss coach called Leon is coming. And tell them that Leon is unbelievable because he has his machine, his device, his charts, he helped me to lose 5 pounds already. I feel fantastic, and this is because of him. And he is coming to my house with the visit, monthly visit. He's coming to help me to do everything. So you must come and listen to Leon. He will, because he's bringing his device. He's going to measure you. It's unbelievable. He measures everything, biological age, weight, height, not height, percentage of body fat, visceral fat, this fat, that fat, you know, percentage of water within your body, whatever, okay, all kinds of measurements. So you must come and bring your husband. Bring your fat husband. Can you say to your cousin, I ask my customer? She says, yes, I can say it. Okay, go on and say it now. I want you to call them now. We need to help five people. We need to help 5 people. Call them now. If they call in front of you or with you, then it works. If they don't do it with you, it doesn't work. This is a very important rule. Everything which happens in your presence happens. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So get together with the person and schedule this meeting. Let them make 5, 10 calls. Now you have 5 people who are coming. And now you are coming 3, 4, 5 days later, and you have people. You bring your device, you put everybody on device, you say hello, get on the scale. After hello, immediately. Before you say how are you, you say get on the scale. And while the person on the scale, then you say, how are you? But they see they are in trouble already. So they can't say, I'm fine. That's the whole point. So they open the door, first step, boom, on scale. And you make fun of everything. You just need to understand. It's not boring, nutritional, technical meeting. This is just fun. You put it in front of the door. People are coming, hello, boom, on scale. So you write everything down and you say, okay, how old are you? You say, I'm 42. It shows you're 63. Good. Okay. So this is if you use Tanita. It measures biological age. You know what I'm talking about? It's wonderful. People are not just losing weight, they're losing years. You need to buy one. I'm not kidding. How many of you use it and do it? Is it wonderful? Listen, Tanita, this is the name, Tanita scale. Anyway, so now we have 5 people after we measured them, right? And so they're, sitting together, and then I say, listen, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you buy food? We ask these guys, not you. So 5 people. How many of you buy food? I ask you, not you. Just an example. So they all raise hands because normally these are women, and some of them brought, a fat husband with them. So why I am telling you all this, by the way? It's not important exactly what you do. What's important is dynamics, which will lead you to be able to establish multi-level retailing. Multi-level retailing, this is something which I mentioned yesterday and day before. So that's why you always think multi-level, but not multi-level recruiting. You think multi-level retailing. This will lead you to the fastest recruiting you ever seen in your life. So establishing dynamics. Again, how many of you buying food? So they raise hands, everybody does. What do you look at when you make your decision in terms of what to buy, what not to buy? What do you look at? And then they say something. What do you look at? Next question. First, how many of you buy food? Second is, what do you look at when you buy, when you make your decision? They say, I'm looking at calories, freshness, price, I don't know, fat, whatever. Okay, people say certain things, right? But then you say, do you look at glycemic index? How many carbs, simple carbs, complex carbs? They say, no, we have no idea what you're talking about. As you didn't have any idea just 5 minutes ago. And you are supposed to know, by the way. So I will talk to David Hiber and Luigi Gratton. It's their fault. So do you look at glycemic index? They say no. Okay. Do you look at calories, protein, fat, and carbohydrates within the products? They say no, because they don't know what I'm talking about exactly. They know fat, but they don't look at fat. They know protein, but they don't know how to look at and what. So they normally don't look. So then I say, do you look at nutritional values within this product? Nutritional values means nutritional values. It's not nutritional. It's nutritional. Yes, it's not nutritional values in English. How I say it? It's it's not nutritional value. It's yes, it's not nutritional facts. Within nutritional facts, within this chart, right? You could see different parts. It's a calories, it's an energy. Energy is coming from, you know, protein, carbs, and fats, right? So this is energy. And then there is a nutritious information, whatever, factors, whatever. So including vitamins, minerals, trace elements, herbs, and da da da. So do you look at all this, we ask about. They normally say either no or they have hard time to answer because they don't look, to be honest. That's why they're overweight. And how you know how they go and make their shopping, right? They just put stuff in their trolley, that's it. No time. Who looks? Who cares about what is written there? They have no idea how to read it. I'm not talking about the fact that food companies are trying to mislead everybody with what they say there. Okay? So you ask questions, what do you look at? They say, we look at whatever. Then you say, do you look at glycemic index? No. Do you look at nutritional values such as calories, proteins, fats, carbohydrates? What type of carbohydrates? Whether it's simple carbs or complex carbs. They say, what? What? So, and then the conclusion is very simple. So, since we don't know what we buy, right? And we don't know exactly what we bring home, and we don't know exactly what and how we cook at home, and what we eat eventually, not to mention outside, out there, what we eat while dining out, which is normally junk and fast food. Okay? So that's why we gain weight, because we don't know. That's the bottom line, what you say. We don't know. It's just about ignorance. Everything is about ignorance. So we bring education. We give people whatever we give. So we have this nutrition club, you say, and we have this nutritional educational program called Weight Loss Challenge Group, whatever. It's not important what you have and what you do. Bottom line is we have educational course within our club. And that's why people lose weight. Look at this. Now, done. I lost weight, they lost weight, he lost weight. We are talking in our nutrition club, we are talking about healthy breakfast. We are talking about how to drink water. We are talking about proteins. We are talking about fats, carbs, dining out, buying, shopping, and all those things we discuss. It's not important whether it's club or it's weight loss challenge, because they have no idea what we are talking about, right? We want them to come. This is bottom line. Is it right? That's it. But what I want to come, who I want to come? I want to come second generation of customers. This is what I want to come. This is my main thing, is second generation of, that's why I'm coming to my customer to meet her people and bring them to my club. Or if it's far away from my club, just to create here a little whatever. For example, weight loss challenge group in my customer's house. If it's far away from my club, I say, okay, no problem. Bring 3, 4, 5 more people. We will start group right here. Another home party like this, and we open a group. So this gentleman called Adam lost weight within the group. He was actually introduced to Mary by another person. She was a customer, she was a part of this group. Now, this guy was a husband of another lady, a fat husband, lost weight, and he said, and he lives a bit far away from her club, so she said, okay, I will come to you, you bring people like this, like I just told you, right? And then we will explain to them what we do, and they all, and we established a little group at home. You understand dynamics? So now she is working with this group, with the entire group. And he became distributor, of course. He was a customer, now he is a distributor because he has customers under this person. So I'm just giving you examples of dynamics, how we put customers under customers. We go to meet their circle of influence. This is the bottom line. Now, and this Adam, what the role model for Adam? The role model is me. I'm a nutritional coach. At the end of the day, I say, when Adam has a couple of customers already who want to buy products, I start explaining to Adam, who am I? I'm nutrition and weight loss coach. This is my occupation. This is what I do, right? I have such and such customers. I make money. I work with people, and I'm looking for someone to educate also and create new. We need more people to help us because of, you know, obesity and everything and blah, 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 and we need more people. So do you know anybody who can help us and become weight loss coach, a nutrition coach like me? He says, yes, it's me. I want to become one. He has already 5 people under him. You remember? It's easy talk. It's so easy that you can't even imagine. So the same here. It's another line which is established now, and another line, and so on. So there are some people who have no lines. These are customers who are not developed. These lines are not developed, and this is not good. Why it was not good? I mean, why? But these are new lines which are not developed. You remember what she developed in the previous pictures? It was so many developed lines, and these are not developed yet. She was busy developing more potential lines. So, and now you can see, can you see this? Someone called Gwen. Can you see it? So Gwen was another lady in the club, and then went weight loss challenge group, and she said, okay, let's do a home party in my place. They did it, and it was good. So they did one home party, another one, and they established little weight loss challenge group, and then 2, and then 3, at the same place, of the same lady. And this is what happened. In 1 month, pay attention, in just 1 month. Now, you can see not just first-line people, first-line customers. These all customers. You can see second-line customers in many cases. Can you see lines of customers already? Lines of customers. This is multi-level retailing. I can see clearly Get Team organization here. What about you? Can you see Get Team here? Nobody is distributor yet even. They are becoming now. Now some of them became distributors. She's a supervisor already. This is 2 months ago. So, and so this is the foundation. This is how foundation is built. Now, when this lady is becoming supervisor, they all keep using products, and it's just moving from my personal volume to my organizational volume. But then it's established business. I just need to continue and work with this person to, but this is how we discuss once a week. What did you do? What meetings we plan everything, who you are going to meet, invite, who is the guy, blah, blah, blah. So we discuss everything, how we develop this line. And she works to develop this line as deep as possible, as wide and deep. This is line, another line, another line. So her other supervisors were another lines that she was focused in going deep, going into deeper generations. And now I want to show you how they became supervisors. They all became supervisors with established customer base. So establishing multi-level, in many cases, customer base, and becoming supervisors as a result of it. So let me show you. And as a result, you can see now that nobody has products at home. That's why they need to run to the warehouse to supply products to customers. That's why personal volume is immediately becoming organizational volume. So this is her old supervisor. Now she also started to build lines of customers. You can see it here. 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 You can see this one just became supervisor, but these are, so she does it. You need to understand. It's not Michelle does it, but she goes with her, runs those home parties, and does it with her, for her, from her circle of influence. Not everybody is ready to go, but those who are ready to go, we need to go deep. This is, you can see Caroline here. This is Caroline. She had no space here, so she put it in a different page. It's another line. This is, it was line of 3 supervisors. If you remember, it was here. You see these 3 supervisors? They were first distributors here. She built the depth, and it was customers around. So then they became supervisors, and now you can see them here. So she became supervisor with a group of customers, and they became supervisors in line, 2,000 volume points each. They started to accumulate first, and then they just did it line of 3, 2,000 volume points each. But the point is, nobody has products. When people reach supervisor position, no products at home. And this is the principle. This is the principle how you have all supervisors active immediately. They have no choice. They need to supply products to existing customer base, which was created by upline supervisor within personal volume. So this is next one, and this is next one, and this is next one, and month is over, and they need to go to the warehouse. And this is the beautiful, this is what I love. Month is over, and everybody, first day, they're there. This is someone called Mark, who due to his personal situation doesn't really work. So she took this lady, these 2 people, and she works with them because he's not working. And this is another one, Caroline, who just became supervisor as well. And now I will take you to the next part of the, so this was about creating technically creating multi-level retailing. You go and develop circle of influence and bring people to your clubs, to your weight loss challenge groups, okay? You can understand that potential, I just want to take you again to this picture. If you have a good customer who is excited, and you have many, I assume, and these people know so many people, right? If we ignore it and go to look for stranger again and give flyers away, instead of going and developing this, I think we're just not very smart. When do I need to go to the street? When I don't know anybody. When I have no customers, nobody know in this city, I'm brand new here, no circle of influence, the way I started. This is how I started. I knew nobody. I was brand new, immigrant. So I had no choice but to go to the street. But if you already know people and you have customers, especially 10, 20, 30, 40 customers, we need to find 10 good people and go and develop. So the potential is huge, but she wouldn't do it on her own, you understand? She wouldn't do it. She can't run those meetings. But we tend to expect from our people to act from brand new person to say you are serious, you are not serious. Come on, new person is not serious or not serious. What is the function, the mission of new person, as I was taught by my upline sponsors from day one? Is only to introduce you to their people they know. That's it, nothing else. You don't need to expect anything from new distributor or customer. You don't need to expect any job, any work, any activity, rather than introducing you to the next level of people they know. That's it. This is their job. You need to do the rest. It's you who are experienced. It's you who have confidence and everything. I'm talking to you, your president's team members here and millionaire team and get team. But again, I just want to remind you, I'm talking to you as supervisors. So you would take the message to supervisors, being supervisors. Everybody is supervisor, remember? So we don't expect from the new person, new customer, or new distributor to do anything rather than introduce you to the next generation of people they know. And then you go and you shoot. They just bring targets to you. Their job is to bring and put target, and you shoot. This is what you do. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking you back here. So our Mary, all this happened within 6 months' time. The whole story I told you now, it was 6 months since we started. And within these 6 months, she created 2,500 volume points, constant and more and above of personal volume, then 10,000 volume points in 1 month, and then 500 royalties. Everything was created by design. It happened by design. Nothing was accident. Nothing happened accidentally. Everything was designed. We didn't know who is going to be Gwen, this lady. We didn't know that this Gwen will appear on the surface of our lives. We didn't know. When we planned that this is what's going to happen, we didn't know that she is going to be her. But what we did know is that someone is going to be like this. All right? If you go and dig, you will find your Gwen, you will find your active customer, you will find someone who is excited with product results and who wants to introduce you to the next generation of their people. So we definitely know everything is planned. We just don't know names. The key point here is to start drawing. Our supervisors can't imagine it. Imagination is very limited. That's why drawing is the key. Drawing is the key. So we established this little funny format, very simple. Supervisor, client, distributor, senior consultant, success builder, if we have success builder in this picture, qualified producer, and supervisor. So now we became, as we planned, we did our active wall team. Why active wall team? Why I'm so preoccupied with active wall team, by the way? What's next level for supervisor? What is the next ultimate level for the supervisor? Listen, we have different ideas. Everybody is screaming something else. If everybody is screaming something else, it means we don't have a consensus. And now if I ask you to come and tell you how you became president's team members, we will have 160 different stories, right? You even don't agree amongst yourself what the next ultimate position for the supervisor. You understand? We have so many ideas on how to do business. So some people say we need 20 customers, some people say we need 40 customers. Some people say we need to earn this amount of money, another amount. So the next level would be whatever. Active supervisor, some people said wall team, some people said active wall team, some people said get team, and some people said ultimate is president's team. So what is the ultimate level for the... We need to agree on something in order to be able to educate next generation, we need to sing the same song. Okay, so you decide. When I go from here, guys, you do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I do, right? Since you invited me here, now I have no choice but to tell you. So, okay, So listen, very nice music. Let me tell you why active Voltim level is the level. Here's why. In order to create duplication going on, we need someone to be able to teach next generation the whole Bible, right? Is it right? You know that Bible was not originally written Bible, it was spoken. Right? You know why they decided to make it written Bible? It's because it was so many different versions. They started to just, to go and create another one and another one and another. And so many different opinions. So they say, okay, let's canonize something and this will be the Bible. Okay? So I'm not saying that I'm here for Bible. This is not the point. But we need to have an agreement on something. And in order for duplication in Bible or anything else we do, we need something which is going to go to the next generation, which means we are going to teach next generation same things we've been taught by our previous generation, right? Is it right? So the question is, who can deal with duplication? What kind of skills our person needs to have in order to be able to teach next level of people? What three fields, most important fields in this business, we have three different types of activities to be acquired in order to come and say, listen, I have skills. Let me help you. First is retail-based business, right? Customers. Do we need customers? Do we need to be able to establish, do I have my customer base in order to be able to teach? Do I? Do I need to be able to create my distributor organization and help them to achieve next levels, to become supervisors? Do I? This is second level. Do I need to work with my supervisors to help them to start duplication and create organizational volume and get royalties? At which level all three things start happening? Active Voltim. That's why. You remember that's why? It was about Blake Morgan. Anyway, so that's why we have active Voltim. This is the first level where you have to do all three things in order to qualify. That's the funny thing. And here's the deal. This is it. You have three ways to qualify for the very next level called Voltim. But if you do only 2,500, you are not ultimate coach because you don't know how to do 10,000, you don't know how to develop distributor organization, and you don't have supervisors. So you kind of 30% authority, right? If you just happen to make 10,000 volume points, but you don't have your customer base established, and you don't have your supervisors going, you are only 30% authority in one specific field. But if you have all three accomplished, now your authority in 100% of supervisor activities. You know how to create your retail base, which is 2,500 volume points monthly, 4 months at least here. You know how to do 10,000, and you know how to do, you have already 500 royalty check, which means this is the first basic leadership level which shows you that this person knows all three things already. So this is the first authority level from my point of view. Do you agree with this logic? Yes. So far? Yep. That's it. And now we need to requalify for this level every year. So everybody is required to requalify. It means if you did it 5 years ago, it doesn't mean anything. I want you now to be again active Voltim, regardless who you are. You may be Get Team already, but I want you to keep going and be good in all three things. You understand? To be active for the rest of your life and to show the great example to your people and create new active Voltim members from your supervisors. Now, this picture shows you that we have these three inseparable parts. Okay, if we want to really to go and create solid-based business, all three things need to keep working. Building customer base, developing downline, sponsoring distributors. 2,500 4 months in a row, 10,500 royalty. We need to keep going with all three things all the time. You can't just, say, okay, I'm a retailer, or I'm a recruiter, or want to milk my only supervisor. I want to have royalties from my one supervisor. It doesn't work. You need to do all three. Then you are an ultimate supervisor. Then you are becoming a coach at the very basic level. That's why this is the thing. And it's relatively easy to explain. It's relatively easy to promote. It's only 6 months to accomplish, and everybody can accomplish. I just showed you how we do it. Within personal volume. Everything is done by supervisor within his personal volume. 6 months and you are active Vol team. The funny thing is, what the average volume of supervisor or supervisor himself? 1,000 volume points, right? Average. Is it right? Something like that? But active Vol team organization would give you between 10 to 15,000 volume points. 10 times more volume. Just in 6 months. If you have 10 supervisors in your group and you take them through this plan, imagine that you have 10 supervisors. Can you imagine it? And they produce now 10,000 volume points, right? You understand? 10 supervisors now produce 10,000 volume points. You take them through this plan. 6 months from now, they would produce 100,000 volume points. You understand how royalties are growing? And you create leadership groups. It's not just retail. It's not just recruiting. It's not just whatever. It's everything together. But you create leadership groups. And now I'm going now you're going to cry. So, we said it already, right? So this is what I told you. This is what each method of qualification to the Vol team position means. This is how we promote and explain active Vol team to every supervisor. Every supervisor is preoccupied with active Vol team like crazy. This is one thing they think about, nothing else. By the way, all our promotions are associated with this level. If you want to go on vacations, you need to become active Vol team and create active Vol team members under you. Okay? Day before extravaganza, there is paseo for active Vol team. At every leadership school, there is first half day for active Vol team. All recognition is for active Vol team. Active Vol team is everywhere. Everything is about active Vol team. And people just talk active Vol team, active Vol team. That's why all supervisors are just in the process of becoming active Vol team. And it's not, because if you start pitching Get team, Millionaire team, and President's team, it's too far away. People would say, it's not for me, no, I'm busy. But what I just showed you, everybody can do it, and it's done by you, by upline sponsor. It's planned and executed by you and him or her together, but led by you. So now you have these 3 types of qualification to the Vol team, right? But if it's done simultaneously during the same 6 months period of time, now you are becoming active Vol team. And you do it every year. And not just every year, every 6 months you can do it. Every 6 months. You never stop becoming again and again. And that's why every year we have a different pins. 2011, 2012, 2000. It's going to be like this forever. So when it started in 2005, I think, or 2006, people didn't understand. They qualified and they got their 2006 pin. And it was great and everybody was excited. But next year, it was 2007, and people are still wearing 2006. So, hello? You've been active last year. Hello? And then 2008, they said, okay, either I remove it or I requalify. And I put new one, 2008. And this is the beautiful part of it. Regardless who you are, you need to constantly be active. But if you are constantly active, you're producing new business. And now you know how to duplicate and grow active Vault team members under you. But each active Vault team is 15,000 volume points organization. 500 royalties, 10,000, plus average people produce 5,000 of themselves. So it's between 10 minimum up to 15,000 volume points from each average active Vault team organization. And if you have two like this, then you, what? Exactly. So this is how this active Vault team organization looks like. And this is the 6 months project I'm talking about. 2,500, this is customer base. This is working with distributors. This is very schematic. And this is organizational volume, 500 royalty. And these are supervisors, these are distributors, supervisors. And this L means we can see first signs of leadership. These are more active supervisors who want to grow, who say, it's me, help me. Now what I do with these people, I go and help them. Next 6 months, I help them to establish their active Vault team business now. If I did it, now I know how to do it. If I did it consciously, I was not drunk, because my sponsor had explained to me exactly what we do together. Okay, now I take these guys and go with them because it's promoted heavily everywhere. So this is the question is, who is going to do it? Who wants to start this month? And now we go, and I help 2 or 3 people to create, and now I have active Vault team members under me. So what is my position now? That's exactly right. Forget him. So now we need to plan it. It doesn't work just on its own. We need to plan it. So I talk to my supervisors. I say, listen, who wants to start this month? I make a list of active people, and we say, who wants to start this month? So some say, I'm not ready because my only volume is 1,000 volume points, 500. Okay, no problem. We need to take another 60 days, 90 days to establish customer base, to establish personal volume, to establish right personal volume, you remember? The right one. It takes time. And then, or people who know how to produce 2,500 volume points, so we say, okay, this is the first month of 6 months active Vault team qualification. So we produce this, now we need to arrive to 10,000 at one day. We can arrive if we create right personal volume, which is both will produce supervisors, but will also produce active supervisors and generations, right? Otherwise, you know, from time to time, company announces this promotion of double volume, 5,000, right? Which counts you as 10,000, double volume, 5 gets 5, right? This is the name of the promotion. Couple of times during the year. Many people use it, which is fine. I don't need 10,000 if they have 5,000. It's good for me. I'm not after volume, remember? I'm after big volume. So, and then we establish supervisors under the guy, and we arrive eventually to 500 royalty check. It's planned. If it didn't happen this 6 months, no problem. We start next. I mean, you can always start. That's the beautiful part. If you didn't do it first 6 months, from 1st to 6th, you can do it from 2nd to 7th. You understand? From 3rd to 8th. It's not important. But you keep going. You keep establishing organization. You don't qualify a new guy and expect from the guy to do something without a plan and without an action and say, okay, they are lazy. Like those ladies told me, which I told you yesterday. My people are lazy. It's not your people are lazy. It's you lack the plan. You lack the action. You don't develop your people. You don't think further than your nose. You are talking about yourself. Me, I. What about establishing an organization, working with people, working with leaders, growing and building deeper generations? It's not about you, it's about them. And about not just them, it's about their people, and their people, and their people, and their people. Show me 6 generations deep. Just one line. Develop one line, and then you will know how to develop other lines. Develop one line. This is key thing. Create one active wall team. Develop one line. This is next get team line. This is half get team, right? 500 royalty is half get team. You can't jump from supervisor to get team immediately. You need something in between. But you want something which is solid and something which is balanced and shows you all 3 activities of business. Retailing, recruiting, not in the way first line recruiting. Recruiting means, right, multi-level, all generations within personal volume, and working with supervisors and helping them to establish business. So, and then of course you have this recognition, $500 check first time, and recognition and everything. And now what we want from our people, when they become, first time they become active wall team, we want them to do it again, immediately. Write this down. This is very important. Sometimes we help or we promote and say, listen, you do it, you become active wall team, then people do it, and then they don't know how they did it. You know why? It's because I did it for them. I was the one. But I want them to do it on their own. That's why we ask our people to do it immediately, second time. But now I want them to plan it, and I want them to do it. They plan it, they do it, and they do it now consciously, not being drunk. You understand? Now it's their plan. First time it was me, very actively involved. Now it's their project. Oh, project, that's the word. Second time it's their project. So, as a result, now I have enough supervisors when I do it twice, 6 months and 6 months, right? 6 months and 6 months, I have, let's say, 10 supervisors now, 15 supervisors. Are you with me? Yes. Now I have 2, 3, 4, 5 good people. Now I can take them and help them to establish active wall team business. And as a result of it, I create 2 organizations. This is very schematic. Life is always different, okay, and more complicated and sophisticated than just chart. But this is the idea. I create 2 new active wall team legs. As a result, I become get team member. But not just I become get team member while working with 20 supervisors first line, and they all depend on me. No, I created 2 leadership groups. I'm created independent leaders. Means I'm creating real royalties. Means not just they independent from me, but I independent from them. This is real royalties. Now I can go home, almost, and say, guys, you're doing great, just keep going. Create active wall team legs under you, that's it. Keep going, that's it, you've done. The rest is duplication, thank you very much, see you. I have new supervisor to work with. This is called leadership creation. This will take you to the future, whatever levels you want. If you know how to create independent leadership groups, led by someone who knows what to do, all 3 things. Retail, Now, statistically, if you create 5 legs, you would create big business. Anybody did it already? So some people try to create several active vaulting groups, right? It helps you to grow royalties and independent people, right? So in the last year vacations, it was promotion. Anybody of you did 5-star promotion? 5-star promotion. Did you participate in this dinner, which were for 5-star qualifiers? Anybody was there? It was a dinner for 5-star and 7-star qualifiers. Have you been there? Right. Do you remember? I don't know whether you remember or not. I've been interviewing people, asking them to write their royalties before, name and country and everything. Together with Jonathan List, we did it. I don't know whether you, or maybe you've been in another one. It was two, one in Atlantis, another one on land. Which one you've been there? Anybody was in Atlantis? Do you remember this dinner? Do you remember we interviewed everybody? You don't remember? You do remember. So what we did is this. Jonathan List and myself, we asked everybody to write their name, country, their royalties before vacation qualification, and their royalties after. And the idea for 5-star qualifiers, it was to create 5 new legs of active ball team, right? And now we went to see how their royalties, how it's impacted their royalties compared to other people who didn't do 5 stars, who just created huge personal volume, 100,000 volume points a year. Remember? Do you remember Atlantis promotion? 100,000. So we wanted to see whether 5-star qualifiers increased their royalties more than those who created just big personal volume. And let me tell you, the difference was so dramatic that you can't even imagine. And both groups qualified for the same vacation. And they arrived, but these guys changed their pins and those no. That's the whole point. So creation of big personal volume doesn't mean yet anything. It means, is it right? Volume. Do you create leadership groups, or you just qualify supervisors and then you are qualified, but now you have 20 dead bodies behind with 4,000 volume points at home, and they have no idea what to do with them. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some other countries. Okay? So, but here's what happened in, this is what happened for those qualifiers. The promotion was 15 months, just want to remind everybody, and those who created 5 legs of active wall team increased dramatically their royalties compared to the other group. And this is the number, this is the royalty increase, average, in a big group of over 100 people we interviewed. Are you ready for the number? Are you ready to cry? Where's your napkins? Paul? Ready? Are you ready? Royalty increase? Boom. This was royalty increase in this group. This was average royalty increase in 100 people. And if you compare to the other group, who just produced big personal volumes, they had almost no royalty increase at all. And these guys all changed their pins. So bottom line, what do we do in this business? We are supposed to create leadership groups who know what they do. But which level leadership group starts with? This level. This is the easiest duplicable level. And this is the data from these people, by the way. Everything was registered. These are people. This is the name, country, previous level, previous check, royalty check, new level, and new royalty check. I was crying. I don't know about you, but I definitely was crying. I was, you know, this is next page. Even Raquel Cortez increased her royalties from 58 to 62. Can you see it? That's it. And some other people, I don't know whether some of you are here in this list or not. But, so this was the average. 4,645 royalty points increase in just 15 months' time. Predictably, I mean, it was very simple. We didn't know that how it's going to happen, I mean, what the number is going to be, but it was clear that it's going to happen to these people. If their focus is royalty building or personal volume building, what the focus is. That's it. And we are here at the Future Presidents Team Retreat. That's why we are talking about these particular issues. So first time we help our new person to qualify. It doesn't work on its own. We need to do it. We need to be involved with the supervisor to help to establish it. Okay? We are planning together, executing, but I'm the one to lead the way if I'm a sponsor. Okay? And this is what we create. Now, second time when she qualified, and it was in October, just now, I said, Mary, now it's you are going to do it. We are still in touch on a weekly basis. But I'm not going to tell you what home party to do with whom. You understand? You are going to tell me what you are going to do with whom. And I would say, okay, okay, okay. Now my job is going to say, okay, great, okay. And she knows it. She knows it. She knows it exactly. First 6 months, I was telling her what to do and what to go and which line and what to do. And now I'm going to say, okay, good, great, all right. Just keep me posted. Send me all the charts, all the drawings, every week. And we are in touch, same way. But now we are discussing more advanced things. Now I'm helping her to establish local STS. She's a leader already. She needs to run STS. She has a group of people. She has over 150 people. Now they sold 200 tickets now to the New Year customer fiesta. 200 tickets. 6 months ago, they had no business. They already sold. And it's in February. They're going to sell 500. They're going to sell 500 because the demand is huge. Okay? So this is what we are talking about now. But she knows her job now. Okay? In terms of doing second time on her own. So this is second time. She's in second time now. The very next 6 months, she does it again. And this is the plan. This is what we are going to create now. You see, everything is planned. We don't leave space for, I mean, we always leave space because we don't control our life entirely. We just try our best. Okay? 10% of our time we pray, and 90% of our time we plan and execute. And I know some other people who plan and execute 10% and pray 90% of time. So this is what we want to establish. This is not going to be exactly what you see. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. But this is more or less the idea what we want to establish. Remember this 6 floors building? This is the 6 floors building so far. We plan it, we see the architecture, we know what we want to achieve. We want to achieve deeper generations. We don't know who is going to be these people. But we know that there's going to be these people. Some people are going to be here, right? And new lines are going to be established, and those existing lines are going to be developed. So now we are going to do it second time. Eventually, by the next spring, this spring, and spring is what? Around May, she's going to arrive to get in position. And when she does arrive, now she knows how she did it. Remember, she wasn't drunk. It was a plan behind. And now she will take 2 or 3 most active people here and will go through the same plan to establish active wall team and then get team legs under her. So she would eventually qualify to millionaire team. And the rest is not interesting, right? You got the idea. So when I told you that I have no idea how to get to president's team, remember? It's too complicated. It's easier to discuss get team. Get team is this, that's it, I did it. I just showed you how we go and plan get team qualification. We can take every supervisor who wants to go and on a very, statistically proved and, plan-based way, we just do it. It's not easy. People are not robots, right? And we are not robots, and it's, at the end of the day, it's coming to the human factor, of course. The question is not what's going to happen. The question is, what the way do you lead? Do you lead the way? Do you have the plan? That's the question. Do you have the standard way of creating new leadership groups, or everything is happening just because there is a national momentum? That's the question. And what do we do without national momentum? Or what do we do in a different territory? You've seen this penetration rates, which was brought by Rob, right? You know what penetration rate in Alaska? There is no penetration rate in Alaska. No penetration and no rate. Right? So, and now imagine that you have someone who is going to Alaska or another country or another state or another place. Do we have a plan? Do we have national momentum in Alaska? No. We have nature, wild nature. Right? We have nothing. Okay? So that's why we need something which will be a standard way of repeating the same story. And this is active wall team. This is the simplest way of taking supervisor and creating something within 6 months. So what else I wanted to tell you? And here's the last picture, which shows you the entire story of 2 days. Yesterday and today, everything, I can just put it in just one slide. This is the whole plan. These are steps of creating from supervisor, any supervisor you want, creating get team organization. 4 steps. Number 1 is we need to recreate our personal volume in the way which allows you to build organization and not just to produce volume. Right? 52 seconds to go. And so 46, 45, so 39. I'm stressed. My time is over. Stop. So relax, Leon, relax. So first is we need to recreate personal volume. It can take 3 months' time. Be patient. Recreate your own to understand there how you help your supervisors. And start drawing what I just told you. Whatever you draw, just draw something. Whether it's PowerPoint or paper. Okay, start seeing your entire customer organization and look who are interesting people and go and build under them. Create something like that. Then second is plan with this supervisor active wall team project, first time. Make sure that you lead the way. Don't expect anything from your people, just go in and create together. Second time, give them more freedom. Let them do it. Let them lead the way. Let them feel they did it, not you did it. Let them feel and understand this is their project. Tell them how great they are. They are becoming leaders, true leaders now. Second time. and then help them to identify people under them and help them to do the same first time, and boom, the person is becoming Get Team member. Some of them will do it with 1 active whole team leg, some of them will 3, with 2, we don't know. But this is the direction. And my time is over. I did it. I just did it. So listen, after the break we can have some interactive session. Thank you very much. See you later. The real story now, you would not, instead of crying, you would be sleeping here. You understand? But I want you to cry, not to sleep. That's why today we're going to tell the stories. So I take Maria, and Maria is not in my country, so I'm talking over the phone on a weekly basis. She's a supervisor, wants to grow, and I say, okay, now we need to establish weekly phone call, which is Skype phone, whatever, Skype call, okay? So I spend approximately 1 hour with her a week. We discuss what happened during the week, and we plan next week. That's it, very simple. This is what we do. By the way, with people who are around me, we do the same. We discuss. I'm not talking about brand new distributors who you need to spend on a daily basis, as we mentioned yesterday, right? But I'm talking about supervisors. Once a week, we need to analyze what happened, plan next week, and make sure that we both understand same way the task for the next week, right? My job is very simple. We need to plan together, analyze together, recognize her together. And I want to tell her how great she is. That's it, nothing else. And say, next week you do this. And then she did part of it, everything, whatever. I say, great, 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 great. That's it, nothing else. Just great. And when you work with new distributor and you're in touch every day with new distributor, every day you say, great, great. Whatever they do, it's not important. All you need, the only reason for you to communicate, not the only reason, of course you teach, you train, you promote, but the biggest thing for the new distributor is to say great. You did wonderful, or you didn't. It's wonderful anyway. Did you take your shake? Wonderful. That's it, nothing else. You understand? You need a reason to tell the person how great the person is. That's it, nothing else. Trust me. This is the way you keep people around. They want to hear that things are good. That's it. You never criticize new guy or old guy. We want to criticize people badly because they are not like us, you know. They are lazy. You remember? So, Maria, this is what happened to her personal volume. This is last 22 months of her personal volume. This is actually, it's October story, it's not new. Anyway, so this was her personal volume for 10 years. Approximately 1,000 volume points at maximum. And now when we introduced new plan, this is what happened. She came to me approximately in the beginning of last year. We started to talk. Then it took 3, 4, 5 months to explain to her what I mean by saying, now you go to build deep. Remember? You are Get Team members, Millionaire Team and President's Team. When I say go and build deep, we understand more or less the same, right? But when I say to supervisor who never did it, I say go and build deep, she has no idea what I mean. And I think that deep is just a word, and you need to understand that deep means next generations, deeper, deep, and she didn't get it. And once she got it, she didn't know how to do it. So it takes time. It takes several months to establish new pattern. And this is what we need to understand. If you want to go and do this kind of thing from tomorrow on, you will find yourself learning first how to do it. You need to take your 3 months, 5 months to go and establish certain type of personal volume yourselves. And only then you will be able to teach the next generation of people how to create personal volume. So this is what we did. This is where we started. It took us good 6 months to try. And once she understood completely how things work, her personal volume started to grow dramatically. And this is what happened. First of all, after a couple of months, she qualified several supervisors qualified. But now you can see everything is in lines. Everything has depth. You see? I said, listen, I don't want to see any first line without second and third and fourth and fifth line. You know when I can accept it? When it's brand new. I can, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. But if you show me first line after 2 or 3 months without customers and distributors, it means you didn't develop this line. So you try to develop immediately all lines possible. Some of them are coming as distributors, some of them are coming as customers, but we want to go deeper. This is how she was drawing it, okay? So this is what happened from May. She was alone. She was only her. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Are you ready to cry? That's exactly what I meant to say. Did you bring your napkins with you? Okay, are we ready? Should we continue? We will do it in 2 parts today. Okay, so first I will finish my presentation, the story. I will finish the story. And then at the second part, if you wish, we can do some questions and answers. Because then you can express whatever you want to express and ask and discuss and some situations and whatever. This is very interesting because this is new situation. We just need to face it. It's a new situation and we need to understand it. Okay, so are you ready? Yes. What was yesterday we stopped at? It was, we said that you're gonna cry, right? And you didn't. And this is not good. So now you're gonna cry. So I'm going to tell you, I will give you just, an example of how things work. Okay? I'm taking a supervisor now in front of your eyes and creating brand new active volume organization within standard period of time, standard way of doing things. Okay? Are you ready to go through the process? Okay, let's do it. So now it was an example. Can we show computer again? Thank you. You remember this one? You remember what happened? What happened? Here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Within personal volume, we've created, look at this, we've created customers. You remember? We've created customers, and some of them moved from my personal volume to organizational volume. This is how I'm turning my personal volume into organizational. This is right personal volume, which brings royalties later on. Was it clear, this conclusion? Not just personal volume, but a certain type of personal, structure of personal volume. This is what we discussed yesterday. So 52 customers turn herself and 1 supervisor under her. This is it. These 2 ladies didn't have any volume almost. And this is what happened from May to September. Organization started to grow. And this is just actually distributors, no customers. You don't see customers here. So I said, listen, you need to show me customers. It's not interesting to me, distributors. I want to see how these distributors are making money and how they build deeper lines. So her organizational volume is also started to grow and showed similar picture, similar to personal volume, you see? So her people started to do the same. This was her organizational volume, which in most cases she didn't get royalties even. It was very small, but she didn't get royalties because she didn't her volume. Her personal volume was 1,000 volume points. So now she has volume, and her organizational volume started to grow because the supervisor under her started to produce, and now she got new supervisors and so on. But this is what's important. This is next month, in October, line of 3, and those new supervisors who qualified without line of 2 or line of 3, now they have some deep, they have lines, next generations of distributors. And she eventually qualified to active Voltium in October. This is new supervisors. My message to her was to slow down and trying to build as much as possible before she qualifies them, but people badly wanted to become supervisors, and we couldn't stop them. You understand, we are facing the opposite problem. We can't stop people. When you build under them, you can't stop them. Our original behavior was to push people instead of building under them. But the right way to do it is to build under them and slow them down. So you would have enough time to build as deep as possible under them. You understand? The completely opposite idea of building organization rather than pushing qualifications. Do we get it? Yes. So it didn't work 5 years ago, this thing. Okay, we discussed it. So, and we did it. And now I want to give you an example. So I'm working with different supervisors, as anybody of you do. And I ask everybody to draw. You know, you need to be drawing all the time your personal volume. Otherwise, you don't understand what you do. You think you have customers and distributors, but you don't see the structure. Sometimes you can say, yes, but we can go to the BizWorks, open organizational tree, right, and see everything. Not exactly. We don't see anything. We see distributors, but we don't know who these distributors are, what they do, how many customers they have, right? We don't see anything. So that's why we ask everybody actually to draw their personal volume structure. And then I say, and now we can discuss it. Now I can understand whether it's right personal volume or wrong personal volume, regardless the size of the volume. You understand what I'm saying? So here's the lady who came and said, listen, 10 years didn't work for me. Let's do something. I said, okay, start drawing it. I want you to put all your customers and distributors in a very simple format of PowerPoint presentation. And show me what you have in your personal volume. And all she had was first-line customers and first-line distributors. I showed you the example, right? Yes. And it was not a miracle why things didn't work, why organization was not established. So I said, listen, I'm going to work with you on a weekly basis. She's not in my country. She's in a different country. And her name is whatever name is. I put Maria, as her name, because she asked me not to publish it, her name, because she was a bit embarrassed. But I need to give you an example. And I can't give you an example without giving an example, because what we do in Herbalife is we tell stories, how things work and how things went through and what happened. So this is about stories. And now I'm going to tell you the process of building organization. It's another story. It's just a story. If I don't tell you the story, everything will be theoretical. You will not like it. Do this, do that. It's boring. By the way, all this is boring before I start talking about it. It's too technical, the whole story. So if I don't tell you